Imagine standing on the deck of a small fishing boat, miles away from the nearest shore. The sun is setting, the sea is calm, and suddenly, beneath the surface, you catch a glimpse of something. Not a whale, not a great white, something bigger, older, something that shouldn't exist anymore. That's Megalodon, and if it were still alive, we wouldn't be the apex species in the ocean. Megalodon wasn't just big, it was the biggest, stretching over 18 meters in length, roughly the size of a city bus, and weighing up to 60 tons. It ruled the oceans like a prehistoric sea god. Its jaw could open 3 meters wide, large enough to swallow 2 adult humans, side by side, without chewing. And its bite force? Estimates suggest over 180,000 newtons, enough to crush a car like it's paper. This ancient predator existed between 23 to 3.6 million years ago, a time when whales were smaller and seas were warmer. And it didn't just eat fish, it hunted whales. Yes, whales. Fossil evidence shows teeth marks on whale bones that match the serrated, banana-sized teeth of the megalodon. It attacked from below using ambush tactics, driving prey upward before delivering the fatal bite. Let's talk about those teeth, each one up to 18 centimeters long, razor sharp, serrated like steak knives. And unlike us, sharks constantly shed and regrow their teeth. Over a lifetime, a single megalodon may have produced over 20,000 teeth. That's why we've found so many fossils, but never a complete skeleton. Why? Because cartilage doesn't fossilize well. The only things that remain are teeth, gleaming, heavy, ancient. But what killed the king of the oceans? There are a few theories. Climate change is one. As the oceans cooled, megalodons preferred warm waters shrank. Whales evolved, got faster, and moved to colder waters. And then came competition from smaller, more agile predators, like the modern great white shark, which may have outcompeted juvenile megalodons for food. In the end, the ocean turned against its largest hunter. But here's the eerie part. Some believe Megalodon never really went extinct. For decades, rumors have surfaced. Giant shadows on sonar, massive bite marks on submarine cables, entire pods of whales vanishing. Fishermen whisper of creatures bigger than anything they've ever seen. Are they lying, exaggerating, mistaken? Or is there something still lurking in the black waters of the deep? Let's be clear. Science says Megalodon is extinct. No verifiable sightings, no recent fossil layers. The Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, is sometimes cited as a possible refuge. But even there's no proof. And yet, why do we want it to still exist? Why are we so captivated by the idea that something so powerful, so untouchable, could survive hidden from us? It's not just curiosity, it's humility. A reminder that nature doesn't need our permission to remain terrifying. Pop culture has made Megalodon a monster. From movies like The Meg to viral YouTube videos, we've turned it into a sea dragon, gigantic, brutal, unstoppable. But in truth, it was an apex predator doing what apex predators do: balance ecosystems. Its existence wasn't evil, it was essential. And when it disappeared, the oceans changed. Whales got bigger. Some species thrived, others vanished. The balance shifted. If Megalodon were still alive today, shipping routes would change. Beaches would have sonar towers. Submarines would avoid deep migratory paths. It would dominate every marine documentary, every scientific funding proposal, every child's imagination. And we would remember that we're not at the top of everything. Megalodon is gone, but it's not forgotten. Its teeth sit on museum shelves, its image carved into our fears and fantasies. It reminds us of a time when nature made monsters without needing a reason. And maybe, just maybe, it reminds us that the world is still wild enough to surprise us, still deep enough to hide things, still ancient enough to whisper of giants beneath the waves. This is Forgotten Tribes, Forbidden Tales. Subscribe for more stories nature tried to bury, but couldn't.